Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Big news, everybody. Okay, so the mystery fighter that Gervonta Davis was supposed to call out if he beat Lamont Roach is finally revealed. All right, y'all ready? Here goes nothing. It was the problem child, Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, like, this sport of boxing stuff is getting real crazy. It's getting interesting too. But it shouldn't be so surprising because during the post-fight press conference, when the reporters was asking Tank Davis who was he going to call out, this is what Tank Davis had to say.
Who were you going to call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
Now, he said someone that was there and someone who went in his locker room. Now, a few people that was there, and it was a few people who was rumored to, go say hi to him. But one person that did actually go to his locker room that would be seen on camera go to his locker room was Jake Paul. Yeah, you see Jake Paul walking backstage, having backstage pages, saying hi to the fighters. And he actually reported on social media that he went to the back and showed Gervonta some love and support. So it was going to be a big thing after the fight. That's why he was there. And this is a long time build-up because Gervonta Davis, he called out Jake Paul a while ago.
You were an interested observer on the Netflix event, Paul versus Tyson. Is Jake Paul someone you'd want to take on at one point?
Yeah. Tell him, this is my call out. Jake Paul, what up? What up, Jake Paul?
And then y'all remember Jake Paul, he responded to Tank by saying this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
So it looked like this fight was actually going to happen. And if y'all can remember me saying, this fight actually can take place because it's not too far out of the realm of possibility. Remember, Floyd Mayweather, he fought Logan Paul. And Logan Paul is a heavyweight. And Floyd Mayweather, he walks around 150 pounds, probably 160 pounds now that he's not really fighting anymore, but he still stays in shape. So he's between 150 and 160. And you got Logan Paul, who's probably easily 225, 230, who's probably like 6'3", 6'4".
What?
Somewhere around there, fighting Floyd Mayweather, who's probably around 5'9", 5'8", walking around 150, 160. And you've seen what Floyd Mayweather did to him in the fight.
Obviously at 44.
So I think that if Tank was to fight Jake Paul, I think Tank would do the same thing to Jake. Now, people talk about the size difference. Even Jake Paul, he's saying that he would destroy Tank because of his size.
Stop the cap.
But size don't mean anything when it comes to skills. And Tank is not someone who's over the hill. He's not a retired basketball player, MMA fighter, boxer, a journeyman. He's not someone that no one know of. He's not a Tommy Fury who's pretty much a reality TV star who cosplays as a boxer because his family is boxers. He's not any of that. He's a true stone cold boxer, a mean monster in the ring. And if you don't got the same type of skills that he got, then he's gonna exploit you and hurt you.
He ain't lying.
Regardless of your size and how much you weigh. I say the same thing all the time. Y'all know that I'm a former fighter, and every time we talk about like boxing and Jake Paul type fights and everything, I tell y'all all the time. If it was me, I would beat Jake Paul.
You will?
Absolutely, I would, because I've been in the ring with Bryant Jennings. I've been in the ring with Jesse Hart, Damani Wright, Tyrone Brunson, like Tyree Arnold. I've been in the ring with so many monsters. Milton Jeremiah's, who's a former Olympian, and I've always able to hold my own, even if I didn't win. I I never really got hurt.
My nigga.
And Jake Paul, he's nowhere near on the level of guys like them. Nowhere near, because all those guys that I just named been boxing since they were toddlers, up until the times they got in the ring with me. But it's a big difference. So that's what I'm saying, and not just to like put me inside the subject, because I'm nothing. I don't matter.
Stop it. Get some help.
But if I'm thinking that, can you imagine what Tank thinking? And he's far beyond me. So can you imagine how Tank feel about Jake Paul? It's the same thing, same difference. And remember, Tank, he said he wanted revenge for Mike Tyson.
This my call out. Jake Paul, what up?
So if there was the fight, I got Tank knocking out Jake Paul.
I beg your pardon?
Probably like in the championship rounds, in the later rounds. It's going to take some time because Jake, he at this point now, he do got some skill. So he'll be skillful enough to be able to survive. I'm not saying that he'll be skillful enough to like really compete on a skillful level. Like he's big and everything, so Tank will have to worry about that because he's still bigger than him. And he's like got the weight of a heavyweight. I don't necessarily know if that equates to him being stronger than him, but he's still big and he's strong. But skill level won't be anything. But Tank will still have to worry about that. So he would have to break him down, wear and tear, and then he can get him out of there in the championship rounds. That's how I look at it.
He ain't lying.
So I don't know if this is going to happen now because, of course, Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, it's obvious they're going to have to run it back. And then you had Jake Paul at the fight. Once he seen the fight, he had this to say.
Man, he got lucky at the draw. He did a good fight, though. I thought he won it, but man, he gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. But god damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
So basically, Lamont Roach just threw a monkey wrench in Jake Paul and Tank Davis' whole plan. And good for him because everybody was counting him out and nobody gave him a shot. And I told y'all before the fight that do not count Lamont Roach out because he is a good fighter. And don't be surprised if he end up winning. Now, I said I think that Tank might win, but I did say don't be surprised that if he end up winning. And he ended up winning, and I wasn't surprised. I was surprised how he ended up doing it, but I wasn't surprised at all. So it is what it is, man. Maybe once they run it back, or if they don't, Tank and Jake will still be a good fight. But before Tank do anything, he got to course correct that draw with Lamont Roach because technically that draw should really be an L because he lost. So it is what it is. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.